For years, the chatbot was a passive tool. Today, that conversational model is replaced by an architecture focused on autonomous action. This infographic details vibe coding, allowing non-technical people to build applications using natural language. This market expansion helped startup Lovable reach a $13.2 billion valuation and $500 million in revenue, driven by teams building tools directly. The addressable market for software creation is orders of magnitude larger than the traditional market for professional developer tools. When software is built through intent rather than code, every business owner becomes a potential creator. This strategic map for Meta's Muse Spark 1.1 shows the industry's pivot toward agentic software development. These systems autonomously create implementation plans, delegate tasks, execute tools, and debug software until the project goal is met. But autonomy creates a massive hidden cost. A single user goal now multiplies into dozens of parallel background tasks. Each step, planning, executing, and verifying, consumes additional compute, creating an enormous strain on existing infrastructure. Standalone model performance is no longer the primary differentiator. The focus has shifted to the control of the entire execution ecosystem, managing the costs and complexities of autonomous work. This agentic workflow model highlights the economic choke point. Notice how resource consumption feeds into the decision for economic viability. At enterprise scale, running thousands of autonomous agents is only sustainable if the cost per successful outcome is strictly optimized. To manage this, companies like Microsoft are building intelligence routers. As seen here under model selection, the system analyzes a task and automatically routes it to the cheapest model capable of completing it, reducing reliance on expensive external providers. Some are even looking beyond the data center. Sunrun is piloting a program to host AI compute nodes inside residential homes, powered by local solar panels and batteries, to create a distributed network that bypasses traditional power constraints. Control of the orchestration layer, the system that manages routing, tools, and compute, is becoming the most valuable position in the enterprise AI market. AI is also escaping the digital world to monitor and manage physical operations. We are seeing models integrated directly into factory floors and engineering labs to handle real-world complexity. Anthropic is currently embedding Claude into industrial systems through a partnership with UST. They are deploying AI reasoning into semiconductor validation, telecommunications networks, and core banking infrastructure. In these high-risk environments, the architecture relies on a human-in-the-loop model. The AI handles the data analysis and recommends a course of action, but a human expert provides the final judgment before any physical change is executed. While digital assistants save minutes on emails, optimizing the global infrastructure of manufacturing and logistics represents a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. As execution capabilities grow, the barrier to deception falls. With voice cloning and deepfakes becoming nearly free to produce, human perception can no longer be the primary defense against fraud. Content detection alone is no longer enough. This map shows the industry moving towards a trust stack that analyzes identity, communication patterns, and content provenance to help users determine if an interaction is real. Developers are also building internal verification loops, like Anthropic's Reflect. It forces the model to critique its own plan and assumptions before it is allowed to take an action, reducing the risk of autonomous errors. The ability to generate content is becoming a commodity. The ability to verify it is becoming the premium service. This flowchart illustrates the current state of the market. The industry is pivoting away from traditional competition toward strategic interdependence, a web where rivals must rely on each other for their own systems to function. Elon Musk's relationship with Anthropic is the clearest example of this paradox. He publicly praises their technical progress while simultaneously building his own competing models at xAI. The tension is infrastructural. While they are competitors in the model market, Anthropic reportedly relies on connectivity and data center infrastructure tied to Musk's broader business empire. Because no single company controls the entire stack, from chips and energy to models and distribution, infrastructure dependency has become the primary strategic risk for every player in the field. This evolution makes traditional software obsolete. For decades, software required humans to learn menus and perform manual steps. As we move toward this center bridge, the interface disappears. Software becomes invisible infrastructure, while AI becomes the execution interface, translating intent into action. In this environment, the strategic advantage isn't just about model intelligence. It's about the orchestration and verification layers, translating that intelligence into outcomes.